Hi everybody, I'd like to welcome you to the latest of my video blogs. Today I'll be talking about the 50th anniversary of two of the greatest Christmas singles ever released, and they also happen to be two of the greatest 7-inch singles of all time. I'm referring to Merry Christmas Everybody by Slade and I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day by Wizzard. Uh, they both came out the same year. Merry Christmas Everybody by Slade was number one for 5 weeks over the Christmas period and was still in the charts in February 1974. Uh, Roy Wood and Wizzard got to number four with their song, I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. Getting to number four is still a magnificent achievement. He's selling many, many copies, and they're both wonderful records. I think they're even on the same record label. I think Polygram. I loved them when I heard them. In fact, the first time I heard "Merry Christmas, Everybody" was at school when my friend Robert Brown came into school playing it on his descant recorder, and "Merry Christmas, Everybody," and I couldn't really afford records at the time, so I didn't buy either of them. But I liked them. I would get them eventually in 1981 when both of them were reissued, and they both got into the charts in 1981. I've heard that Wizzard actually had to re-record the song somewhere along the line. I cannot find any evidence of two physical evidence of two different recordings, but I'm pretty certain the one I've got in 81 was the same as the 73 recording. Someone said that somebody lost the master tape, but both songs just reek of tinsel. You can always see the tinsel coming out of the between the needle and the record player, and of course they're both available on pretty much every Christmas sync compilation that's ever been released. So the copies of how many recordings there must be of those songs must be massive. Slade's "Merry Christmas Everybody" was recorded, I understand, in New York in August 1973. It had been knocking about for a while within the band, and then they Holder and Lee sort of finally knocked the song together and gave it a new set of lyrics, and a classic was born. I think it's Jim Lee. I think Noddy Holder and Jim Lee. I think really should have checked that before I came on, but it's been one of those weeks, I'm afraid, and it's only Monday. But the record was sold so well that Polydor are in danger of running out of copies, so they had to get a German factory to start pumping out copies of the single, so that they didn't run out. I don't know what kind of chart action it had in other countries. I think that came later. In fact, some places it wasn't even released as a Christmas single, because in countries where they couldn't understand the lyrics, they knew could get away with it just as a catchy tune. Although I think I'd have waited till Christmas next year before trying to and get them out that way. But the song just reeks of Slade's cheeky, spontaneous, energetic, loud rock and roll formula, and it just works beautifully, and it deserved to be number one. Number four, we've got Roy Wood and I Wish It Could Be Christmas Every Day. Roy Wood produced it himself. I think Chaz Chandler produced the Slade single. Roy Wood, band leader, he produced Which Could Be Christmas Every Day, and clearly took a very strong Phil Spector sort of feel to the song. Again, it's got baubles. It just reeks of baubles, Christmas punch, and fun and laughter, just like Merry Christmas, everyone. And you can almost argue that the two songs could have been written by the same person. Um, they both stand for the same thing. Um, and as I say, getting to number 4 is no mean achievement uh, at Christmas. And I'm very disappointed to say that neither of the records seem to be being reissued in coloured vinyl or anything to celebrate uh, the 50th anniversary of both records, which I think is a shame. I don't know whether there's plans to do that before Christmas. But they had to get their skates on pretty quickly, I would have thought. Now, there was one other Christmas record in the charts at the same time, and this has been released in coloured vinyl, and that's Step Into Christmas by Elton John. That didn't get just missed the top 20. It was about number 22 in the charts of that year. Shame that it didn't get any higher, because it's not in the same league as the other two records, but it's still a good Christmas record, and I think it deserved a bit better than number 22. I've got a load of other reflections of Christmas 1973. My Christmas play I was in, The Haunted Barn, where I played Sam, the farmer who is held at gunpoint by Mr. X, who is a German spy. Real good Christmas fare. And loads of other things that were going on. 3 solo Beatle record albums in the charts: Mind Games by John Lennon, Bands on the Run by Paul McCartney and Wings, and the Ringo album, all doing very, very well. Loads of new bands and were just coming out of the charts as Christmas came in. People like Mary Osmond with Paper Roses, Mud with Dynamite, and it was going to be a very nice Christmas. As I say, I remember it. I got a thing called a Movie Viewer, which is a thing with Disney, a bit of a Disney cartoon going on inside, which was real state of the art stuff at the time. I remember being very, very sad when it was all over. But we've got these Christmas records come back every year to be enjoyed by future generations. And I do know that Slade have done a brand new video for the song. Maybe it's all going to sell very well on streaming. But I would like to see a cut of vinyl versions sometime in the not too distant future, guys. Okay, well, a Merry Christmas to everybody. And yeah, don't do anything I wouldn't do. That gives you quite a large range of things. All right, God bless. Bye-bye.